So this is the more depressing video. So after you watch my video on the first part of I Am a Phase, now we need to talk about something serious. There has been no snow in New York City yet this winter. There's only one problem with that. Today is January 30th. Can you not see this? January 30th is the day. It's also 52 degrees outside. We have not seen any measurable snow in Central Park this winter. Long Island has seen a general coating up to about half an inch, which, while extremely meager, is still something. Central Park so far has seen nothing. January 29th, 1973, marked the latest date of measurable snow. Today we break that record, and we will continue to break that record every single day until we see measurable snow. If we don't see measurable snow, then it will pretty much go down as a dash, which would mean that it could be tied in the future, but never broken. Could be tied in the future, but never broken if it were to come down to that. So, So, what does this mean? Well, so there's no snow chances for New York City in the next 10 days, with one exception. Philly, DC, Baltimore, those cities do look to be in the running to receive a very small amount of snow, about a quarter inch. But even a quarter inch would end the snow drought, thanks to a storm tomorrow night into Monday. Well, not really, into Wednesday. So January 31st into February 1st. While it's looked promising and could potentially give New York City up to 5 inches of snow, the storm began to track more offshore. Then it began to look like it was coming back onshore. Now it's pulling offshore again. We're monitoring the system very closely, but we don't think it's going to be good enough to give any measurable snow to New York City. And then we look like maybe Thursday we could get a storm. It's passing too far offshore. Saturday looked promising, but with temperatures getting down to about 0 degrees, enough to set a record low. It would tide at 0 degrees, break it at -1. That means it becomes too cold to snow. There's no moisture in the air. And by the time the next storm comes over, it'll be ice at best. Rain. It's either going to be ice or rain. It won't be snow. Because even if it's in the 20s on the surface, warm air wedges itself above cold air, which would lead to the situation occurring. It will just lead to the situation occurring. So, what does this mean for New York City? Well, we don't have any measurable snow really in the next 10 days to look at. An ensemble run suggests that in the snowiest part of the season, we would only get 0.8 inches of snow, which would still, of course, be a lot better than what we've seen so far. Warm air does look like it's going to be surging back into the region after this cold wave, and we don't look to have any moisture in the forecast either. So, with that very depressing statistics being said, will this winter go totally snowless? Well, we need to go upstate if we want to see snow. And my answer is, unfortunately, I think we will. Because February does not look very conducive to snowing. And March, while it does look like to have some extreme events going on, they could very easily be rain events. We don't always see snow in March. And something that would happen on March 9th would just simply not be possible in the climactic setting that we have right now. We could not get that kind of a storm. It would become rain. We would need to have some kind of bigger storm. We probably need to have a nor'easter at this point to end our snow drought. Last year we did get one good nor'easter, January 29th, but the synoptics don't look good for a nor'easter to form either, really. And unlike in 2019, 2020, where we could at least get 4.8 inches of snow through other means, I don't think that's going to really be able to happen. Well, one of them was in a case of a polar vortex in place that was able to dump some amount of snow, I think like 2.5 inches. December started off more conducive to snow. We could get some early flakes going on to produce 1.6 inches. And then 0.7 inches of snow fell, I kid you not, during an intense snow squall. But it would need to be an intense snow squall. It would need to be a squall that dumps snow at like inch per hour, 2 inch per hour rates. Like the kind of snow that you normally see in blizzards, it's just like as a squall. Now, I'm not saying that's totally impossible, but it would be very, very hard to do. I suppose maybe on Saturday, if there's enough moisture, perhaps, but given how the skies even look sunny, I strongly tend to doubt that we're going to see snow. And March can be kind to us, or it could not. The things need to be a little bit more in place for March. We can't really look into March. I will say, in 1998, New York City was looking like it was going to go winter with only a half inch of snow. But 5 inches of snow piled up on the 22nd, which was enough to just end that depressing snow drought. But this time, I mean, given the way it's going to work, it's probably going to be, like, again, October and May. When it's too warm to have snow, that's when we get the synoptics lined up. It's just at the wrong time. It's too late to produce snow. Even April can produce snow, although that is a lot tricky to do. And you need perfect conditions, which in this case, the conditions are perfect to not have snow. So what makes you think that we're going to change? Realistically, we've had snow as late as April 29th, but that also occurred during the coldest April on record. The highest it got during that entire April was a mere 64 degrees, and we saw high temperatures in the 30s at practically the month's end. So it makes sense why on April 29th of that particular year, we were able to see measurable snow. But we can't really rely on that happening, unfortunately. So, will the snow drought be over anytime soon? My assumption is no. New York City will continue to be in a snow drought. Maybe Long Island will have some more luck. But even then, I don't think so. Because while the storm on February 1st could potentially be kind to us, we would just need kind of everything to begin to go right for us. And I don't see anything in place to give us snow for this entire winter. I don't see anything in place to give us snow for this entire winter. This would be unprecedented for New York by a long shot. Baltimore and DC have never gone a winter without snow at all. Although the least snowy winters are definitely less snowy than New York City's least snowy winter. Philly actually has gone an entire season without seeing snow, and it does not look likely to repeat. So, I mean, maybe it's our turn to suffer. If we don't get any measurable snow, our snow drought would become an extremely long amount of time. Because, like, right now, it's still competitive. And it won't even set a record if we get any measurable snow on Wednesday. So, yeah. So that's what's going to happen. And again, if we don't see snow this winter, which, by the way, the call can't be made until July 1st, but when the call is made, we'll pretty much get a dash for the latest first date of measurable snow, which would mean that we didn't get any, which would mean that it's a record that that could be tied in the future years, but it will never be broken. And that kind of stuff happening. But who knows, maybe luck will turn around our way. Maybe if you throw enough bad energy out in the universe, stuff can change. Maybe our climactic pattern is going to change. I don't know. But the odds are not in our favor right now, and I don't know if they will come into our favor for a very, very long amount of time.